I took a new offer to $57,000 a month in just 4 months. And in this video, I'm just going to break down the whole entire strategy, how I did it, how we acquired clients, and how we're going to keep doing it to get to 6 figures a month. And so I'm going to break this down into stages, right? There's 3 stages, and stage number 3 is where it all ties together, and that's where the majority of the money is made. And so let's break this down. And guys, I'm going to show you everything, step by step, how I just did this and how I plan to just keep scaling it. And a lot of my clients are using this strategy as well. And this applies to coaches and agency owners, right? If you have an online business, this would crush for you. And so let's get into stage number 1. Stage number 1, prior to running ads or anything else, prior to anything taking off in your business, your offer and your messaging needs to be extremely dialed in. And so your offer, you should be selling high ticket, right? If you're selling something for lower, whether you're an agency or a coach, if you're selling something for under $1,000, under $2,000, I encourage you to sell high ticket, because here's the thing. People will pay the price tag. You just have to combine your skills and show them what they're actually getting is worth it, right? And so first things first, if you're selling anything under $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, I encourage you to take a step back and just think about and list off your skill sets. What else can you include to make this a better tangible result for your client? What else can you do to make this offer better and stand out in the marketplace, right? And so nothing crazy, but I encourage you to do this, because if you have a killer offer, clients find you and you get referrals and all these things. It's like flowing in of clients because we have a killer offer, right? And so dial in your offer and everything will take care of itself. But one thing I do want to say is way too many of you guys talk about your offer way too much. And so let me break down what I mean by that. So your offer, combine your skills, sell high ticket. Sell $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. Clients are doing it left and right. I know you could do it as well. So dialing in your messaging. Guys, what messaging is essentially, I want you to take it back a step. Stop talking about your offer 24/7. Stop talking about what it is that you do. No one cares. Talk about the end result the client's gonna get, right? Dial in your messaging, sell the outcome, talk about your client's prospect's pain points. Show them the life that they could have if they worked with you. So if you're a coach, you're a fitness coach, show them a life where they could still have cake on date night and still have a 6-pack. I literally just paid a fitness coach last week, high ticket, because of that, right? I want to get a 6-pack and I still want to have cake on date nights. Show me that happy medium, right? Paid them, right? In the DMs, no call. And so talk about your prospects' pain points. Talk about what it is that they are struggling with. I talk about coaches and agency owners always struggling with sending cold DMs, relying on referrals, and posting content. That's the pain point you guys have. And so I always talk about that. You need to run ads. We're getting this kind of return. We're doing this, right? And so dialing the messaging. And so stage number 1 is essentially just making sure that you understand that it's a lot easier to sell an offer when your offer is really, really solid and dialed in a high ticket, so you're getting a better return, right? It's even worth it for you as a business owner. Don't be selling anything for under $1,000. People will pay better. You just need to attract better people to your offer, right? And then dial in your messaging, sell the outcome. In your stories, in your content, in your long form, sell the outcome, right? I literally post all my client wins, and it shows like, hey, clients posting and winning killing it with $7,000 deals, this, whatever. That's selling the outcome. And that's a part of my messaging. So I encourage you to do the same thing. And guys, if you follow everything in this video to a T, I promise you, you'll make a lot more money, right? I promise you this. And so let's get into stage number 2. So once your offer is dialed in, your messaging is dialed in, and I encourage you guys moving forward, stop talking about your offer, start talking about what your offer does for people, the freedom they will feel after working with you, the pain they are in now, right? The inconsistent lead flow, the not having a 6-pack, the lack of content, the whatever you coach on or whatever your agency provides, right? Talk about that. Stage number 2, guys, this is one of the most important stages, but stage number 3 is where it all ties together. So stage number 2 is attention to your offer. And a lot of you guys are probably posting a ton of content hoping to go viral. A lot of you guys are probably sending 100 DMs a day, right? Cold DMs to a bunch of strangers, right? And then a lot of you guys are probably relying on referrals. And so you can't scale a business consistently with that kind of method, right? You need ads. And so what we do, I'm going to give you guys the exact strategy. And one thing I do want to say before I even get into this is you don't need a lot of money to spend on ads. You don't need a lot of money to spend on ads, not at all, right? You start off with $10, $15, $20 a day, start throwing at it, you close one client, you throw more money back at ads, and you keep scaling up from there. Right now I'm spending about $250 a day, $300 a day, right? But I started off at $15 a day. And as I keep closing deals, I keep throwing money back at ads because it's a reinvestment into the business, right? And so attention to your offer is so freaking important, right? A lot of you guys are like, dude, I don't know where my next sales call is coming from. I have not worried about that in a year, right? This strategy crushes. Let me give this to you guys so you guys can start implementing right off the bat, right? And so stage number 2 is attention to your offer. We run profile visit ads. We run ads, and I can show you some of my ads, which leads to 30 to 50 followers a day, like every day. Sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's like 60. Like it's weird, it fluctuates, right? Weekends are a little lower. It's crazy. It takes off, and the more I increase ad spend, the more followers come in. And like, guys, let me just show you real quick. Attention to your offer is so freaking important because if you could dial this thing in, then you can choose which clients you want to work with. I don't just take on anyone. I don't need to take on anyone because we have freaking 10 plus sales calls a week, plus we're closing people in the DMs. We don't need to just take on anyone. We make offers to the people we actually want to work with, and that only happens when you start running ads. That was a weird feeling for me when we started implementing that, and I was like, I don't need to just take on everyone just to survive in my business now. No, we don't do that. We run ads to profile visits, and let me just show you guys. I'm a very transparent guy, right? Let me just show you. So, I mean, as you can see, a bunch of followers just flowing in, a bunch of coaches, people interacting with your stuff, right? Commenting on your stuff. Coach, most likely a coach, right? I'm attracting coaches now. So that's what we're doing. And here's the thing. One thing I do want to say is, look at this. I don't need to go viral anymore. I don't need to go viral. I have look at these. Organic gets me like 2,000 views, if that, right? 78,000 views, 76,000 views, 18,000. I just launched this one, and then this was my event that took off. But regardless, right? I don't need to rely on organic anymore because in the last month we got 142,000 profile visits. It's that simple, guys. You run these ads to your profile. You have to have a dialed-in profile. I have a little VSL in there, and then however, you get a 10x return on ad spend. DM me ads. I get like 30 people a day DMing me ads, and then I disqualify and see if they're a good fit to work with me. And then your statement: I help coaches and agencies help add 50K a month by running ads and automating lead gen. So simple. People come to your profile. They see what you do. They like what you do. They see a ton of client wins, and then they follow you. And then you start a conversation. And I'll get that into how to do that in stage number 3. Right? And so we run profile visit ads, and there's a certain way to script your ads, there's a certain way to do it, but this is what you do, and then you start conversations with every prospect, every liker, every follower, every commenter, right? We might get 40 plus followers a day on average, right? But we get 100 plus likers on my ads. And so we start conversations with those as well. And then we get commenters. People that comment on my ad, we start conversations with them as well. And then hot leads, we put them in a CRM and keep following up with them. All right, guys, let's get to stage number 3. And this is where a lot of the money is made. Stage 2 brings in a ton of people, followers for days. And the reason I like this strategy is these followers get nurtured by your stories, by your long form, by posts, by whatever, right? They fall into your funnel. It's not they either buy or they just leave, right? It's they buy or they get nurtured until they buy, or they just watch your stuff and find value from it. And that's completely okay with me as well, right? And so stage number 3, nurturing. This is how we're closing high ticket deals in the DMs. Literally, I'm sending $6,000 to $8,000 invoices in the DMs, and people are paying in full, right? And also some split pays and stuff like that, right? There's other options, but this only happens because we nurture people so well, and that comes in the form of 6 things, yeah, right? So let me break them down. IG stories. Post stories every single freaking day, right? Post all your stuff, what you do, your lessons. The people that watch your stories are gonna be the closest to buy, right? I close people for my stories all the time. Retargeting ads. So there's top of funnel, which is bringing clients in, and the retargeting ads, which need to be launched in Ads Manager. It might sound like gibberish to you guys, but if you've never run ads before. But retargeting ads, pretty much, essentially, anytime someone follows me or messages me, they get hit with all these other ads. And so not only are they just getting nurtured by my content, but they're getting nurtured by the retargeting ads. It's killer. The way it works is crazy. And so, it works really well. So follow-ups, buyer block, right? Any good lead we have, I put them in a CRM. I follow up with them consistently. I'm like, yo, dude, how's business? And so here's the thing. I believe in this buyer block strategy, and I preach it to my clients. I'm literally following up with you until you either buy from me or you block me. Because my mentality is this. I'm a giver. I'm always giving. Let me send you this free training. Yo, dude, how's business? Anything I can help with, right? I'm not just bumping this up, bro. Like, I'm not one of those guys. And so I'm either going to follow up with him until he buys, because I want to help him and I want to like give him so much free value prior to him buying. Or I get blocked, and that's okay with me as well. I just want to give as much value to as many of these human beings as humanly possible. Free trainings. You're watching a free training, right? You're watching this training. And so I posted a poll, and a bunch of people were voting yes, and then we're sending it off to them. And my only intention is that you watch it all the way through, and you start implementing, and you start making money, and then you're like, wow, this guy, Boris, knows what he's talking about. And if you need help scaling to 100K a month, I'm your guy, right? And so YouTube videos. Guys, YouTube nurtures so well. Post long form content, find out your client's main pain points, and just start freaking posting weekly. Get in a normal cadence of providing a ton of value, providing a ton of, like telling your clients, hey, this is what you do. Here's how you can get from here to here. Actual value that they can go follow step by step and get results, right? That's what you need to be doing. And the 6th one is client results. This works so well. Let me show you guys an example, right? All right. And so when you guys bring people to your funnel, right? They get nurtured. They come in. You get 140,000 viewers, right? You get so many followers, right? This builds up every single day. And so what happens is we post client wins, and I think I just posted one recently. Let me see. Bam, Miggle, us on a yacht, right? I added that to client wins. Well, I think I need to add it to client wins. Regardless, if you go through here, clients coming into my funnel, they look through here. There's literally like freaking 100 client wins, right? High ticket deals or 7K, 4K, 5K, whatever the hell it is. All right, like 8K. My point of showing you this is it nurtures so well. I post all my client wins because my clients are winning, right? I have 4 of these things that are just results of what we do, right? Like what I teach works. This ad strategy works. And so you post it all the time, and it nurtures so freaking well. And that builds trust with people. People in my community, like it builds trust with people super well. And when people come to my page from profile visit ads, and I like profile visit ads the best because if you can optimize your bio, and you can post client wins, and you can post content, it beats out any other ad strategy ever, right? And so client results, super important. You want to be posting that. Anything. One of your clients say you own a content agency, one of your clients goes viral, post that result. My clients are going viral daily. Okay, your client loses 10 pounds and gets a 6-pack. My clients are getting 6-packs out here. What are you guys doing? Whatever the hell you want, right? Put your personality into it. And in your Instagram stories, put your personality as well. I talk about the things I believe in. I talk about steak. I talk about pickleball. I talk about whatever I love, right? And so, guys, if you follow this step by step, stage number 3 is where the money happens. And so I'll give you guys the stats for the last couple of days, or the last 30 days. 32 qualified calls, 29 showed up, 3 no-show. We have a really high show-up rate because of one training we implemented with our clients of all these automations that go off. 2 clients sold in the DMs, literally closed over $10,000 in the DMs. In the DMs while I was on vacation. Where else does that happen other than with this kind of strategy? 16 clients closed total, ended me with $57K cash collected. That does not include revenue. Revenue is like 97, right? There's a lot of split pays, weekly payments, whatever, right? I don't believe in showing that off because it's not in your hands yet. What's in my hands is the $57,000, right? There's other money that came in from the last 30 days that I'll probably see a payoff for this month. But regardless, this strategy crushes, guys. And so if you implement all of this, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, you guys will make so much more money. I promise you. And so I hope this video helped. I hope this was a very educational video. And if you guys have any questions on how to script ads, how to implement the strategy, how to run this thing up, and if it's 2024, guys, like this month, a year is flying by. It's already a month and 20 days into the year. If you're like, dude, I need to take my coaching business to the next level. I need to take my agency to the next level. Guys, hit me up on Instagram. Let's see if you're a good fit to work with me. I would love to help you take your business to the next level. And it's scaling season, and that only happens with ads. And so have a great day, guys, and let's crush it this week.